Well, hello, Aquanauts. It's Wednesday. That's the chord I was originally looking for. It's a song I'm working on. I'm probably going to play it next week. If things go to plan, I don't know. Or maybe, maybe I'll just forget about it. Who knows? These things happen occasionally. So my personality type is INFP/T P. Or no, J. Yeah. So, so that's introversion, intuition, feeling, slash, feeling slash thinking, and then judging. I kind of include the slash for the both of the fourth one because it really depends every time I take one of these tests, which it's come up a couple of times. Every time I take one of these tests, I either get F or T. Kind of depends on the way the questions are worded, because a lot of it involves kind of how you approach a problem, but sometimes all of the answers for the thinking end up being kind of a reliance on tradition sort of a thing. And I think tradition is useful, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I won't do something just because it's tradition or it's just the way that it's always been done. If it's done that way for a good reason, then I'll do it. If it's not done that way for a good reason, well, maybe I'll try a different way. Especially if I know of a different way. So, I kind of, like this, the test that Lauren linked to, I got like a 12% difference. I don't know, the nice thing about this song is the person who wrote it has the last name with C, and the song comes from, it's the song's title starts with a D, and it's an action, so I can use the letter D for next week. Unless we go with C, at which point I can just talk about who wrote it, which is Mr. Leonard Cohen. It's also been covered by a band that starts with C, specifically the Civil Wars. That's not where I first heard it, but it was a very interesting version that I enjoyed. Anyway, I'm rambling and kind of goofing around terribly, so I'll let you guys go, because I'm sure you guys are just like, oh, it's the Frankie songs, but also you're just like, why aren't you talking about stuff? So, as you can tell, I'm kind of tired, and my house continues to be even more of a mess because they're doing a bunch of painting now. I have one of my bases stashed in here because I had to take my bases from upstairs because they're painting in that room and they didn't want to knock them over. So I have one in here, and then when I'm not in my room, the other one lies on my bed, and currently it's outside, hanging out in the corner in the stairway. So, hooray! Yeah, hopefully that'll all be over with soon, because I'm kind of getting sick of dealing with it. It was very nice to see everyone this week so far. Sarah, it was great to see you. My only advice for you at this point is just don't be worried about the quality of what you're posting. Just post. As someone who had to get back into the habit, that's the thing to do. Even if you just post like no editing videos that kind of ramble, that's cool. As long as you just get back into the habit of doing it every week. Anyway, I'm going to stop here for now because I'm at like 6.5 minutes. And I will say, Kat, I'll see you tomorrow. And to the rest of the Awkward Nuts, I will see you next Wednesday. DFTB.